Hello everyone. Now today what I'm going to be showing you is my Lincolnshire RoadCar bus collection. If any of you don't know what Lincolnshire RoadCar is, it was a company that was formed in 1928 and it did get brought out by Stagecoach in December 2005 and it was rebranded as Stagecoach in Lincolnshire in September 2006, although the fleet address still comes under the name Lincolnshire RoadCar Company Limited. And what I might show you, what I decided to show you is my collection of Lincolnshire RoadCar stuff that I've got so far. So I'm going to start off with these photos and the timetables. So I've got a couple of photos of the East Lancs Pioneer bodied Volvo Olympian. These East Lancs Pioneers were introduced in 1998, and it was branded as Connect 6, but it didn't have the Highliner or the Interconnect logo. It had these 6 key destinations on the Connect 6 route, and it said that it ran 6 times a day each way. And it had Lincoln, Rugby, Horncastle, and Spilsby, Burley Marsh, and Skegness on them. And then in 1999, when it became Interconnect branded, it got replaced with it being saying Connect 6 Highliner and the Interconnect logo with words making the connection. As you can see, it does have a blue destination scroll on it with white lettering. And they were also used on the Super buses as well. The blue scroll with white lettering. I believe these East Lancs Pioneer buses were the last ever stepped entrance buses to be introduced back in 1997, because by then low floor bus operation was starting to take over. So this was the livery that was introduced in 1999, and they were used until 2001, when the East Lancs Vikings took over. I've also got a low liner version. There's the single decked. That's the model of it, which I'll show you in a minute. But these single deckered right Scanias, they were low floored. But apparently they were inadequate by 2001 because of them only being single deckered, and the Connect 6 between Lincoln and Skegness was a popular route. And over here I've got one of those Leland Atlanteans. This one looks like it's only semi-open top, but these Leland open top buses used to run in Skegness until the end of the 2003 season, and they got replaced by the MCW Metro buses in 2004. I printed this one from the Topless in Skeggy article on the website about 10 years ago because I liked this vehicle type amongst all the open toppers from the Leland stable. It's a bit of a weird conversion because it's not really much of an open topper, because you can see only the roofline was removed, but the windows have been retained. Although there was a small area of roof on this one at the front and the back to shelter you from the elements if it does rain. I've also got a RoadCar Connect 3 timetable. This is back when the route between Lincoln and Cleethorpes was first Interconnect branded back in 2004. It used to run between Lincoln and Cleethorpes, but it now only runs between Lincoln and Grimsby, and it doesn't run hourly all the way now. It's just only hourly between Lincoln and Market Raisin, and every 2 hours between Lincoln and Grimsby. It doesn't extend to Cleethorpes anymore, which is a shame. But hopefully, I just hope it might run hourly between Lincoln and Cleethorpes again. But this is the route map between Lincoln and Cleethorpes, and there's a welcoming description there. And then of course I've got you've got the timetable there, and oh my goodness, this is quite unusual, having some late evening buses that run all the way up to Dunholm or Foldingworth. Hang on a minute, the 11 o'clock bus in the evening from Lincoln to Market Raisin. It's quite surprising that the last one used to be at 11 p.m. And then the last one from Cleethorpes, 5:40 p.m. About 9:28, 10:28. There's some late evening buses here that don't run anymore. And then you've got the contact information there as well. The other roadcar bus timetable that I've got, is the Interconnect 6 between Lincoln and Skegness. The folding's got a bit wrong, just bear with me. Bear with me. There we go. So yeah, the Connect 6 photos I got from Boston Old Times. That's where I bought them from. And the Connect 3 bus timetable, I bought that off eBay. But that open top bus there in Skegness, I printed that from the Top Bus in Skeggy website before it closed down. This is another roadcar bus timetable that I've got off eBay. So this one's the Interconnect 6 between Lincoln and Skegness. And it's also got these call connect routes as well that are flexible or semi-flexible. And then it has all these timetables on it with all the zone fares and everything. But I'm just going to be going straight to the Interconnect 6 timetable. And as you can see, it was hourly between Lincoln and Skegness. Oh, and there appears to be some late night buses that don't run anymore as well. The 11 o'clock bus from Skegness to Spilsby, and then you've got the 11:30 bus in the evening from Rugby to Lincoln. And you've also got oh my goodness, an 11 o'clock bus from Lincoln to Rugby, and a 11:30 bus from Lincoln to Skegness. Yeah, it's nice to have some really late evening buses a long time ago. But now the last bus back to Lincoln from Skegness is at 7 o'clock, I believe, and yeah, 9 o'clock from Lincoln to Skegness. And then there's a Sunday timetable. Now back then there was only 3 buses, but that has now since doubled recently because I think at some point when Stagecoach took over, they increased the Sunday timetable to 5 buses each way. And recently this year, they've increased it to 6. And they've now got an early afternoon bus between Lincoln and Skegness, which is good. I just wish there was a Sunday service on the 57 between Boston and Skegness, because I live in Boston, and the only way I can get to Skegness on a Sunday is by train, which thankfully now has Sunday morning trains all year round. So yeah, that's the Interconnect timetable from, I think it was 2002. But it's advertising some new services there from the 1st of July 2002. And there's a load of proposed interconnect routes that the council had back then. Some of them have actually materialised and some of them haven't. Like the routes between Spalding and Peterborough, that materialised in 2010. There's one there, Lincoln to Grantham, that was commencing in 2002. I think it was November 2002 when it was introduced. What else is there? Lincoln to Scunthorpe, that was introduced in 2006. And as you probably know, Skegness to Mablethorpe, that was introduced in 2005. Louth to Grimsby, I'm trying to think what year that was introduced. But anyway, since this was published, there was a number of interconnect routes that did materialise, but some didn't. Oh, route between Boston and Skegness, that materialised in 2005. But yeah, so I'm going to carry on now. And there is a now defunct company there as well, TransLink, as well as RoadCar, which became Stagecoach. I think Translink, I believe, became May Gurney. Right, so I'm going to carry on with... I've also got a RoadCar 75 book, which celebrates 75 years of Lincolnshire RoadCar. There are some pictures of some buses in here. See if I'm going to skip to the colour ones. Where are you? Because there are some Superbuzz branded ones here as well. Standard RoadCar livery. That must have been the second section of the colour photos. There we go. Superbuzz. This one's in black and white. Where are we? Some small standard RoadCar livery buses here. It's an MCW Metro bus. I've got a model of that here, which were introduced in 2001. But I'll tell you about these later. There's some more open top buses in Skegness. That one's semi-open top, but unlike 1306, 1317 has got no roof at all on the front and back. It's just a completely open roof. And then there's 1367. This one's got no destination board at all, and it just has a manual one on the screen. These were the open top buses that I definitely remember riding when I was a kid, because I remember going on it between Skegness and Wynthorpe a very long time ago. And apparently these lasted until the 2003 season, and then from 2004 these open top buses were replaced by the MCW Metro buses. Where are you, Superbuzz? Here we are. So there's the Superbuzz branded bus routes. They were the first to be introduced. They were the first low-floor buses to be introduced by RoadCar back in 1997. It was first introduced in Skegness. I think it was a few years later they were introduced into Lincoln, Scunthorpe, and Newark. Not sure what year it was when they were introduced into those towns, but it was a very special town service route back then at the time. And over here you've got what are these? And this is one of the, I don't know why these single deckers were favoured back in 2002 when the number one between Lincoln and Grantham first became Interconnect branded. But as you can see, I think this was the only Interconnect branded bus route at the time not to use these Lanx Viking double deckers. Because RoadCar had actually favoured the ELCB Millennium bodies for the number one between Lincoln and Grantham at the time. And apparently it is one of the most frequent bus routes in Lincolnshire, because I think it runs, I'm trying to think how often it runs between Lincoln and Waddington. I think it's every half an hour Monday to Saturday, and every hour between Lincoln and Grantham. That's on a Monday to Saturday. And on Sundays and bank holidays, the route runs between Lincoln and Grantham every 2 hours, and it runs between Lincoln and Waddington every hour. So it's a pretty frequent bus service. I did temporarily live in Grantham back in 2018 for a few months, and I was relieved to get a bus to somewhere on a Sunday. And quite often I made use of my time going to North Highcombe in Lincoln on those Sundays. There's an Optare Solo there. I think that was one of the first buses by RoadCar to have an electronic destination board. Well, LED electronic, at least. So there's also flip disc ones, and I think there was a flip disc one as well. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's it. That one's got a flip disc electronic destination board, and it says here in the info that I think it was introduced in 1999. but most of Lincolnshire RoadCar buses have the bus blind on their destination boards. And now I'm going to show you the bus models that I've got. Now, when I was at Skegness bus station, back when I was a kid, I used to see these bus models on display in the bus station building, where customers could inquire about things, and I think they could also buy these bus models as well. Now, the Skegness bus station building doesn't display these bus models anymore because they've since removed them, but they do sell Skegness Seaside as merchandise. But these are the 3 RoadCar bus models that I've bought. Well, I bought the Connect 6 and I bought both Connect 6 bus models off eBay a long time ago. I think it was back in 2015 when I bought them. And the MCW Metro Bus RoadCar model that I bought that. Well, I didn't actually buy it. I got it for my birthday a few years ago. I'm trying to think when it was. I think it was back in 2016, 2017. I'm trying to think. I either got it for my birthday or I got it for Christmas. I can't remember, but it was several years ago. So I'm going to open up these boxes and show you them in more detail. I'm just going to pause this video whilst I get them out. Now, I've got these out of the boxes. Took a bit of doing, because obviously these 2 corgi buses there are screwed onto the base. So I'll start off with the Connect 6 low liner. So this is a single-decked right Scania. They were first introduced to RoadCar in 1999, February 1999, when Interconnect was first introduced by Lincolnshire County Council and RoadCar. So this was made by Exclusive First Editions, and I believe it was the year 2000 when it was released. As you can see, there's... Come on, camera focus. There we go. And it says here, hourly throughout the day. Got the contact details, the RoadCar logo at the back. And then Interconnect logo there and the RoadCar logo, it would say making the connection. And you got Connect 6 low liner, because these buses were low floored. Just try and get it to zoom in, get the focus on the front. It's quite hard to do. There we go. So there's the front of it, and it's got a blue scroll with white lettering and numbers, and you've got the Skegness and Lincoln logos at each end. So this is one of the Connect 6 buses. Well, there was a few Connect 6 low-liner buses that were introduced in 1999, and there's the double-decked version of the Connect 6 Highliner that was stepped entrance that they ran alongside. Suppose Highliner is a reference to it being, well, either double-decked or stepped entrance, and low-liner means that it's a reference to it either being single-decked or low-floored. I guess that the low-liner, with its symbol, means it's low-floored, and highliner meaning that it's high-floored. But I do remember riding these buses with my mum when I was little, because quite often we used to get the bus from Lincoln, well, from Skegness to Lincoln and back again. And similarly with Horncastle, when we used to live there for a while. Because I remember living with my mum in Horncastle until March 1999, and then we moved to Skegness. And whenever we went to Lincoln, we would often get this bus to Lincoln and back, or one of these. And I remember riding these back when I was 3 years old and when I was 4. So yeah, this is the Connect 6 lowliner bus that was manufactured by Exclusive First Editions in, I think it was 2000. And then over here we've got the 2 Corgi bus models. So I'll start off with the MCW Metro bus. So this is the MCW Metro bus in standard road car livery. As you can see, it's got the 15A to Fiskerton on it. Now, these MCW Metro buses did survive in the Stagecoach takeover, but by 2007, they were only being used in the Skegness area as the coastal cruiser until the end of the 2009 season, when they got replaced by those low-floored Dennis Alexander darts. I think it was. I can't remember what they are. Oh, Dennis Tridents. That's what they were replaced by in 2010. So these MCW Metro buses by RoadCar, they were introduced in 2001, but a number of these would later be converted to open top to be used on the Skegness open top route in 2004 when they replaced the Leyland stable. This is a limited edition card that comes with it. So it says here, MCW Metrobus Mark II, Lincolnshire RoadCar Company Limited. This is to certify that this model is a limited edition and is number 922 of only 1,900 distributed worldwide. And it says here, Lincolnshire RoadCar Company celebrated its 75th anniversary in 2003 and operates services throughout Lincolnshire and East Nottinghamshire. Its fleet of almost 300 buses can be seen as far afield as Doncaster and Hull, as well as Lincoln, Scunthorpe, Skegness, Grantham and other towns in the area. 35 Metro buses have been brought from Travel West Midlands since 2001. All were extensively refurbished by Marshals of Cambridge in the 1990s and now operate from RoadCar's depots in Lincoln, Newark and Skegness. So yeah, they were first introduced in 2001. This model was released by Corgi in 2003. The year before, these MCW Metro buses replaced the Leyland stable in 2004 on the open top fleet. And the next one I've got here is the East Lancs Viking. Oh, just show you that's the base of the Metro bus. Just forgot to show you it quickly. Let's give it a quick show you around quickly. Look at that, there's the fleet address down there. And there's the welcome aboard sign just there. And it's got the 75th anniversary logo on here as well. Don't know if the camera can pick it up. I think it can just about pick it up. There we go. And this is the other RoadCar bus that Corgi had released. This is Connect 6 making the connection. They released this in 2005. And as you can see, it's got the Route 6 to Skegness from Lincoln. This was a livery that was introduced in 2001. And they originally ran alongside these buses here, the Connect 6 Highliner and the Connect 6 Lowliner throughout 2001, before they got fully replaced by these buses in 2002. So this was the Connect 6 livery that were introduced on these East Lancs Vikings in 2001. This vehicle type was also used on the Superbuzz branded buses in 2004 as well. As you can see, there's the red angular flash on low floor. Back then, low floor was quite an exciting thing for passengers back then. And you can see the interior of the bus as well. These also did last with Stagecoach when they took over from RoadCar in 2006, well into, I think it was the start of the 2020s, when they lasted, when they lasted in their fleet. So there's the front of the bus. Again, you've got the Skegness and Lincoln logos at the front. Got the electronic destination board saying Skegness on it. Got the RoadCar logo with the word low floor below it. And then there's the other side of it. And again, you've got the council's Interconnect logo there. Say that it's a Connect branded bus route, and you've got Connect 6 making the connection. And the best feature is the back of it, because you've got the route map. Again, it says every hour throughout the day, and the route number at the back, and the travel line details. So it's better than the earlier livery that was introduced in 1999, because it's just a bit basic there. So there's a two for comparison. So this is the limited edition card that came with it. So it says here, this is to certify that this is a limited edition and is number 909 of 1,960 produced worldwide. And on the back here, it says here, Lincolnshire RoadCar runs 17 of these buses on Interconnect routes in an award-winning bus quality partnership with Lincolnshire County Council. They can be seen on hourly services from Skegness to Lincoln, Boston and Mablethorpe, and from Lincoln to Cleethorpes. In each case, service frequency has been increased and passenger numbers have grown dramatically. In their eye-catching colour scheme, with a full route map on the back, they clearly demonstrate the potential for high-quality, fully accessible bus services in rural areas. Demand-responsive minibuses provide links from many remote communities to the main network. So that's a reference to Call Connect there. Because as you can see on this Interconnect 6 timetable that I've got here, it also shows the Call Connect timetables and routes. Just to show you. And then of course there's the Interconnect 6 bus timetable that was introduced in 2002. When I first saw these RoadCar bus models back when I was a kid in the building of Skegness bus station, I used to think, well, you could buy them, but I was told that they were not toys, which I was a bit sad about, because I used to have some bus toys when I was a kid. But I have got these on display in my model railway shed. But they're not actually on my model railway layout at the minute, but they're just on display in the shelves in these cases here. And but I'm still enjoying playing around with these because the wheels are free rolling. But what I'm hoping will happen in the future is that Stagecoach East Midlands will bring back the RoadCar name and its classic RoadCar liveries temporarily for the 100th anniversary of Lincolnshire RoadCar in 2028. That's what I'm predicting will happen. And it would be great if they actually did do that, because in 4 years' time it'll be 2028, and it will mark the 100th anniversary of Lincolnshire RoadCar. And I did have a premonition that Stagecoach did temporarily bring back the RoadCar name and its liveries in that year, because I saw a single-decker bus in this livery at Boston bus station in my premonition. And since then I said to myself, perhaps Stagecoach and Lincolnshire will temporarily bring back the RoadCar name and its classic liveries for for 2028 to celebrate 100 years of Lincolnshire RoadCar. And I actually do hope it happens, because I do miss seeing these classic RoadCar liveries, because they do look very eye-catching. And I'm going to end this video now, because I've shown you all of my RoadCar bus models. I hope you've all enjoyed this video, and if you like my video, give it a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye for now.